So, as always, coming with the news this morning. Um, I found a few articles that, well, I find interesting, and I think you guys might too. I think they all pertain to preparedness in one way or another. So, what the heck, right? Let's dig into it. If you're watching on iPhone or Android, if you just double tap my face, it'll like this. I think there's hearts and subscribes and all that cool stuff floating around here as well. So appreciate you being here. Thank you for joining me. 10:15 on the East Coast. What's up, Rum Runner? Oops, Vision Preparedness in the house. Jules, top of the morning to you, sister. Still doing the coffee thing, snoring dog. You know, get all the good stuff here. Demo Man Don, loving life. Good morning, everybody. So the first article I want to bring to you guys, we're gonna, come on. There we go. Copy and paste. David, good morning. Mr. Landfill, good to see you. And of course, we will shorten this so you don't have to have all the jibba jabba. First article is from EuroWeeklyNews.com. The EU urges households to prepare emergency kits as global tensions rise. Very interesting. As geopolitical tensions grow and climate threats become more severe, the European Union is calling on households to get serious about emergency preparedness. Morning coffee. A new report from the European Commission recommends that all residents across all member states stock up on essential supplies, enough to last 3 days without external support. Now, I told everybody last night in the live stream that the big shitometer in the back of my head is pegging, and there's definitely some weird stuff going on in the world, and the chess pieces are moving, and it's all that more important to prepare right now, in all honesty. The proposal due for approval this week forms part of a broader push to strengthen civil resilience across the bloc. The idea, be ready for anything, whether it's war, cyber attacks, extreme weather, or power outages. You guys think they're gearing up a little bit over there? Maybe just a little. Ronnie Braun, good to see you. Terry Arthurs, good morning. Stephen Carroll, Dan H, thank you for the 5x5. Appreciate it. Nas Sporantu, what up? Senorita, good morning. Good morning. Emergency kits, what the EU wants you to have at home. The commission's document, seen by El Paris, highlights a clear concern. The first 72 hours after any crisis are the most critical. During that window, outside help might be delayed or simply unavailable. That's why Brussels wants every home to have an emergency kit. So what should it include? While the report doesn't dictate standardized lists, it points to basics like bottled water, non-perishable foods, medicine, torches, batteries, and a way to communicate or get information like battery-powered radios. These aren't doomsday supplies. They're essentials to keep you going while authorities respond, it goes on to state. KP Heathen, good morning. Moonsprouts, good to see you. Dusty Country Roads, top of the morning to you. Yeah. You better have your toilet paper, because if you're getting into where you need this kit, you probably gonna shit your pants. Right? Very interesting. And when they say torches over there, I'm pretty sure what they're referring to is flashlights. I don't think they're actually talking about torches. So beyond just kits, the EU is also pushing for civil defense training, public awareness campaigns, and joint emergency drills between member states. The goal is to shift the mindset from passive dependence to active readiness, both at home and across government institutions. 80 rolls of TP from Amazon. Right on, Love and Life. Right on. It goes on to state growing threats, war, climate change, and global instability. This warning doesn't come out just out of the blue. The commissioner pushed lands at a time of growing instability. Russia's war in Ukraine is being fought right on the EU's doorstep. Intelligence services have openly discussed the possibility of future armed conflict within Europe's borders within the next 5 to 10 years. Meanwhile, the climate crisis continues to bring disruptive weather and economic instability. The report, authored in part by Saul Niinisto, a former president of Finland, which shares a 1,300-kilometer border with Russia, warns that Europe can no longer afford to be a bystander. Structural readiness should be seen as an ongoing responsibility, not just for governments, but for citizens and businesses too. According to the draft, failing to build the resilience could lead to soaring human, economic, and social costs, especially as climate pressures impact supply chains and global trade routes. Now, I want to get into some of the comments on this article here, because just as interesting as I found the article, I actually found the comments that folks were leaving on the article to be a little bit more interesting. You know, I'm not sure how popular Euro Weekly News is in Europe, so I don't know if these are troll comments or anything like that. AE Ann, good morning. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. So the first comment is by Walkie. Stock up on good walkie-talkies, not the cheap kid ones, the powerful ones that usually need a license. Is totally legal to own and listen, 100% legal to talk on them in a real emergency. Next comment is by John. John says, being ready is great. I'm ready, but nobody else is listening. Mama Sita 904, top of the morning to you, sister. Let's see, we'll go down a couple. Here's Peter says, absolutely, the EU wants you in fear mode as per Mr. 19. Another comment from EM says, same here. We've got a few months worth of food and people think we're crazy. Sussy says the objective is to instill fear as if God has not the ultimate power. Trust in him only and not these scaremongers. Sussy, I would rebut that with God helps those who help themselves, right? So don't be a bystander. If you know, say something, let the people know. I mean, that's kind of what I do here. Find this stuff and bring it to you guys so that you can read it for yourselves and keep on going, you know. There's some very lengthy comments in here, but for the most part, the consensus is that some folks over there are trying to ring the alarm bell, and nobody's freaking listening, man. Nobody is listening. So I find it super interesting that now every country in Europe is preparing. They're preparing their citizens. They are making manuals, right? They're fortifying defenses. They're moving the chess pieces rapidly at this point. So I hope you are too. I hope you are too. And let's see, I'll post that guy one more time right down here in the comment section for y'all, so you can click on the article, open it up, and read it at your leisure. And if you can't read it, well, I read most of it to you here. But you can get all the pretty pictures and everything if you click on that. Not too many pictures that go along with this one. But so to go along with this article, good segue into our next article from thesun.com. And I will copy and paste the next one here as well. And of course, I got to shorten it so it comes through. My apologies for my wood cutting furry friend next to me. James, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. OPSEC is super important in preparedness. It's interesting. So the next article that we get into is from thesun.com. The title of the article is crazy, so I'm not even going to repeat it. But the article goes on to state that Vladimir Putin still wants war. Emmanuel Macron warned today as North Korea sent thousands more troops to help Russia's bloody invasion. French president made a chilling claim ahead of crunch talks in Paris with Ukraine's Vladimir Zelensky. Sir Stammer and dozens of EU leaders. Lots of nice pictures to go along with this one. So if you're a picture guy or a picture gal, click that link that I dropped there to thesun.com, and you can read this right along with me. The high-stakes summit will focus on ramping up military support for Kiev, reviewing the fragile Black Sea ceasefire, and hashing out Europe's possible role in any future peace deals. Macron gave a stark warning that European forces stationed in Ukraine would not hesitate to strike back if Russia launched a fresh, full-scale assault. He said if there was again a generalized aggression against Ukraine's soil, these armies would be under attack, and then it's our usual framework of engagement. Interesting. So trying to ramp up the pressure over there. It comes as South Korea military revealed nearly 3,000 more North Korean troops will be deployed to Russia in January and February, despite suffering huge losses on the battlefield. Seoul's Joint Chief of Staff said around 11,000 North Korean soldiers dispatched to Russia, 4,000 casualties have occurred, and it appears that some 3,000 or more were additionally dispatched in January and February. North Korea has also reportedly flooded Russia with a vast amount of weaponry. This includes short-range ballistic missiles, self-propelled howitzers, and rocket launchers, and Pyongyang is poised to send more depending upon how the war develops. This article goes on and on and on and on and on forever, and I am not going to read the whole entire thing to you, but it is right there in the chat, and I will drop it again. Love and Life, yes, she is what I like to refer to as a snorador. Yeah, a snorador retriever. I ordered the Labrador, and what I got was the snorador. David, yes, more coffee. That was a mouthful. Gotta have the coffee. Man, you're cutting wood. You all right over there, dude? She's good. If she's snoring, she's still doing good. Oh, let's see. What was the next article I wanted to bring to you guys? It goes on more on the war front, unfortunately. A new U.S. airstrike campaign targeted Yemen's Houthi rebels more intensely than last time. Deuce, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate you being here. Let's see, and we'll copy and paste this article to you guys in the chat and shorten it as well. Down she goes. Wow. Bam, 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 bam. Got to get it just right or it don't work. And this one is from the Associated Press. New U.S. airstrike, more intense than the last time. We're taking it to the Houthis as we speak. Dubai, UAE, new American airstrike campaign against Yemen's Houthi rebels appears more intense and more extensive as the U.S. moves from solely targeting launch sites to firing at ranking personnel, as well as dropping bombs in city neighborhoods, and Associated Press review of the operation shows. Oops. So the biggest problem is my camera will flip it, no problem. It's YouTube. YouTube doesn't allow me to flip that image to get the writing right. It sucks, man. Do better, YouTube. The pattern under U.S. President Donald Trump reflects a departure from the Biden administration. Good golly. Which limited its airstrikes as Arab allies tried to reach separate peace with the group. It comes after the Iran-backed Houthis threatened to resume attacking any Israeli vessel and have repeatedly fired at Israel over the country's refusal to allow aid to the Gaza Strip. The Houthi attacks and response to them have drawn the scrutiny in Washington after security officials in Trump's administration share plans for the first rounds of strikes on the rebels in a group chat that included a journalist. Interesting. You gonna make it, dude? Are you okay? There we go. She's settled a little bit. Meanwhile, concerns are growing over civilians being caught in the middle of the campaigns. While the U.S. military has not acknowledged any civilian casualties since the strikes began over a week ago, activists fear strikes may have likely killed non-combatants already in territory tightly controlled by the Houthis. Good golly, girl. You're all right? When I talk to her, she stops. Maybe she's got to think I'm talking to her the whole time, or she's just going to cut Z's. Oh, yeah, she's going to cut Z's. Good golly. The Trump campaign began March 15th. American warships fired cruise missiles while fighter jets flying off the U.S. Harry Truman aircraft carrier dropped bombs on Houthi-controlled areas of Yemen, a nation on the southern edge of the Arabian Peninsula that is the Arabs' world's poorest. No terrorist force will stop American commercial and naval vessels from freely sailing the waterways of the world, Trump said in a social media post announcing the campaign days after his administration reimposed a foreign terrorist organization designation on the Houthis. So far, the Houthis say the airstrikes have killed 57 people. Terrible, man. It's ramping up every day. It gets a little worse, I swear. And I'll drop that right here for you guys in the chat once again. Where'd it go? Oh, the wrong button. There it is. Paste it and shorten it so people can click on it. Bam, there it is. Donald H. Huth, you are 100% correct. The World War III is really starting to ramp up. I personally think World War III started years ago, like 2014. But we won't know the results of that until textbooks are written in the future, right? Dude, for real? Wow. I got to get her breathe right nasal strips or something, huh? Coffee, no worries, sister. Thank you so much for being here. I know you're busy today. So again, that's AP News reporting the U.S. is again pounding targets inside of Yemen. So Joe, yeah, she is out. Absolutely out. Knocked. Zonked. Oh, let's see. So where do you guys want to take this next? I guess that would be my next question. I've got a couple more articles to read, but I want you guys to choose the next one. We're either going to get into Bill Gates and AI, or we're going to get into the weather. You guys can choose. David, amen. Puppy life is good life. Kate, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, we got a couple for the weather, one for Gates. Jules says 2. I will do them both, but you guys just get to choose the order. All right, we got a couple for Gates. Both, I got time. Right on, Rum Runner. It's happening. It's happening either way, but I was just going to let you guys choose the order. I'm just going to close my eyes and click on one of them. All right, well, we got the weather. So for all those who voted for Mr. Gates and the AI, we're going to get that one last. So this article is from the Daily Mail. Copy and paste and shorten. Bam. 6 storms to smash the U.S. as forecasters warn of blockbuster hurricane season. They're already talking about it. Meteorologists are predicting another blockbuster Atlantic hurricane season that could bring even more destruction than the storms of 2024. AccuWeather has released their first forecast for the 2025 season, and it includes as many as 6 major storms directly hitting the U.S. this summer. Very interesting. The chat on my phone here broke. Donald got it stuck. It says that same number of storms that caused roughly $500 billion in damage in 2024, with hurricanes Helene and Milton bringing the most destruction. After a historic 2024 season, which was correctly predicted by AccuWeather to be supercharged and blockbuster, an active Atlantic hurricane season is again predicted for 2025, meteorologists said. This year, forecasters project there will be as many as 18 named storms and up to 10 hurricanes and 5 major hurricanes to watch carefully as they cross the Atlantic. In the worst case scenario, 2025 storms could start forming as early as May, and the last of the hurricane season in October and November could still be dangerously powerful. The ominous forecast is being fueled by meteorologists' predictions of the absence of El Nino this hurricane season. So El Nino is a weather phenomenon that can last for 8 to 12 months, and it brings unusually warm sea surface temperatures to the eastern half of the Pacific, but it also creates weakened storm systems in the Atlantic. So they're saying no El Nino, but more of a La Nina. Good golly. Man, I wish I could sleep like that. It's crazy. So the article goes into great detail about the hurricane season and what they're predicting and how they think things are going to go. And again, I will drop that for you guys right here in the comment section. But again, it leads to more preparedness, right, guys? That's the best way to fend off these things, is to be prepared in case they come. Have a plan in case you have to go. You got to have these things set ahead of time. You need a comms plan, a no comms plan. You need all of that stuff, man, on top of the preps, right? Devil Dog Prepper, good to see you, brother. The dog snoring is relaxing. Sitting on the beach, listening to the waves crash. That's awesome, Devil Dog. That is awesome. That's a good morning. Dawn E, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, so it's rough, man. Everything is pointing to at some point we're probably going to need our preps, right? 2 months to hurricane season. That's right, Donald. So preparation time is short. The next article that I have is from winknews.com. And I'm going to copy and paste it. Carbon Q, good to see you, sister. Hope all is well on the West Coast this morning. Oh, look at that. The whole thing fits. Kablamo. So they have NOAA has introduced a new simulation device, right? This is a VR headset that will take you through storm surge hitting a house. And it really brings into perspective how damaging these things can be. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has introduced groundbreaking virtual reality simulation called Weather the Storm. It's designed to immerse people in the experience of a hurricane storm surge safely. Using a VR headset, users experience the intensity of a major hurricane hitting a virtual home and bringing the reality of storm surge to life. You can start hearing the wind, said National Hurricane Center Deputy Director Jamie Rome. As the simulation progresses, the power goes out, the water begins to flood the home, simulating storm surge and its overwhelming power. Coming up, the windows shatter, the water starts to come in and flood the home, said Rome. The VR experience aims to educate people about the dangers of storm surge. Unfortunately, a reality familiar to many in Southwest Florida after recent hurricanes like Ian, Helene, and Milton. I'm trying to help you feel the impacts of that hurricane and understand what it might mean if you choose to not evacuate during these mandatory evacuations. WINK News Weather Authority team, including Chief Meteorologist Matt Devitt, tested the VR experience. Incredibly realistic and well done explainer here, said Devitt. The VR simulation has proven to be a powerful tool with users reacting strongly to the immersive experience. I've seen people hold their breath. I've seen some people try to swim. That gives you a sense of just how real this experience is for people, said Rome. The program is not only reaching wider and younger audiences, but it's also encouraging proactive hurricane preparedness. Taking a more proactive view on hurricane season, they are no longer taking a sit back and wait perspective. They really understand that they've got to prepare themselves for hurricane season, said Rome. And NOAA hopes to expand this technology to cover other dangerous weather events like tornadoes and wildfires in the future. I think that is absolutely fantastic. If you can get people to experience that kind of thing and not be in harm's way, it really puts into perspective what could happen, right? And hopefully gears people up to be better prepared if that happens. So I think that is a fantastic article there from winknews.com. It's Wink, but it's WINK. I mean, hurricanes, they affect a whole lot more than just the coast, right? We learned this big time from the Carolinas. If they come ashore and you have mountains where you live, we've experienced that here in New York State ourselves. Hurricane Irene came and devastated parts of the Catskill Mountains by dropping feet of rain in a matter of hours, flooded towns away. They were literally washed away. And things can happen, man. So you have to be proactive. You have to be prepared. If they tell you to get out, you better fucking listen. Just get the hell out of there. It ain't nothing that we own worth dying for. These things are so powerful, they will literally sweep the dirt and the foundation of your home away. So super important to heed the warnings and get out of Dodge when they tell you to, right? All right, next article. I know you guys have been waiting for this one, and this will be the last one for the day. What happened here? No. That's not what we want. Where'd it go? Here it is. Boom. And we have to copy and paste. There it is. Kaboom. So, Mr. Bill Gates in the news again. And he's talking about the old AI. He's talking about how the AI is going to replace, well, basically everybody's freaking jobs, right? I guess that's the ultimate goal with AI. I thought it was to make life easier for everybody, but apparently they want the robots to do your job. As far as I know, AI can't physically do anything right now other than be programmed into machines. And I've only seen one machine that builds a house, and it certainly don't build them like I do. That's for damn sure. So the article here goes on to state which jobs will most likely be replaced with AI first. He believes that there will only 3 jobs will survive after the AI takeover, right? So the article says, as artificial intelligence continues to become an increasing part of our day-to-day lives, there are some jobs that technology is likely more capable of managing than others. If you're familiar with AI like ChatGPT, you might already be using it to make your work life easier. Maybe you ask it to write up a schedule or even help you out with a few ideas when you find yourself stuck in a rut. But there's a difference between using tech to help you out at work and having it take over your job altogether. Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft, has previously shared his thoughts on the positions that would prove too complex for AI to manage at the moment, suggesting roles in coding, the energy sector, and biology are safe, at least for the time being. However, what kind of jobs could be at risk of becoming more and more automated? Last year, Forbes took a deep dive into the jobs and the AI realistically could manage. And you might have noticed that a few of the positions have already been diverted to artificial workers. Data and administration is one. Customer service is being pawned off on the AI. Assembly lines are being pawned off on AI. Graphic design, AI. Translating. You don't need translators anymore. So AI can do that for you. That's out. Photo editing, right? I spend a lot of time learning video editing and things like that here for YouTube, learning how to be a better photographer, better videographer, right? I don't want my videos to look like crap. And I don't want to make the same videos that everybody else does. I want to do it with my flair and my style. And you sprinkle in a little bit of Livingston Man and poof, you got some Hudson Valley prepping and survival magic. So while it's editing photos now and videos, you can still count on Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival and the Livingston Man doing the videos here at Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. Do I steal some AI photos for thumbnails from time to time? I could totally be guilty of that, but I use a stock footage website to grab most of those thumbnails from anyway. So you get what you get. If I think it looks cool, I think it looks cool, and I put it out there. Donald Huth says that my T-Mobile cell phone service representative told me that AI is replacing their jobs. Oh, yeah. Well, AI would never replace you, Boopy. No, you're the bestest. We could never do anything AI. No AI dogs, right? No AI dogs. I'm going to get mauled. No. Okay. She will not be denied. All right. Mr. Landfill says so many videos look the same now. It's true, because AI is making them. It's pushing the envelope. Will you calm down, please? Please. I love you. Yes, I love you. And we will play as soon as I'm done here. I'm almost done. She can't wait. Okay. Please. May I finish? Okay. No. Well, I have to finish the stream, please. It's okay. Everybody's very nice here. No, nobody's being mean. Sunset, good morning. Good to see you. Okay, calm it down. Go see if your sister's up. Go see. Go ahead. Lead the way. Good golly. Mr. Landfill. Yeah, she's something. Sway says they make damn good robot dogs here in Massachusetts. Yeah, I've seen those Boston Dynamic ones. Holy cow. Rum Runner, yeah, it's Frisbee chasing time, if you didn't know. Thank you, Donald Huth. She's a sweetheart. She's the glue that keeps me together, you know. No, the puppy does not care about your live stream. Sunset, not as much as I love her. She's the sweetest little thing ever. You're right, Mr. Landfill. Ain't no AI replacing that. It is fantastic. Truly, man or woman's best friend. When they say man, mankind's best friend, 100%. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Really appreciate you being here, hanging out with me, getting some of the news. Sunset, yes. Yep, Labrador Retrievers. Best dogs on planet Earth, man. Fantastic. Such a love bug. Really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be around. You see me popping in and out all the time, bringing you guys whatever news I can find that I think might help inspire you to prepare just a little bit more. There's some affiliate links in some of the description sections. There is no description section for this video currently, but I'll drop some links in there for you. If you're looking for some preparedness stuff, we only share the best stuff. We only affiliate with the best companies. And if you're looking for something specific, let me know. I'll reach out to the company and see if I can find you a discount code, save you a couple bucks on your purchase, guys. Really appreciate you joining me. Thank you for all your support. And we will catch you on the next one. Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, out of here.